Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Cybersecurity Daily, your daily capsule for cybersecurity news. Okay, so let's see what news we've got for January 17, 2020 on cybersecurity. Okay, let's take a look at the headlines first. Microsoft issues mitigation for actively exploited Internet Explorer zero-day vulnerability. The week in ransomware, we'll discuss more about the ransomwares that were detected this week. A new US bill wants to assign state cybersecurity coordinators. We'll also take a look at how malware gains trust by abusing the Windows CryptoAPI flaw. The FBI says that state actors hacked US government network with Pulse vpnflaw, and hackers are securing Citrix servers, backdoor them for access. Okay, so we've got some quite interesting news for January 17th, 2020. So let's take a look at them one by one. So Microsoft issues mitigation for actively exploited Internet Explorer zero-day vulnerability. So, Microsoft has published a security advisory containing mitigation measures for an actively exploited zero-day remote core execution vulnerability impacting Internet Explorer. Okay, so the Redmond's advisory says that the company is aware of limited targeted attacks targeting this vulnerability. So, remote code execution vulnerability exists in the way that the scripting engine handles object in memory in Internet Explorer, says the advisory. The vulnerability could corrupt memory in such a way that an attacker could execute arbitrary code in the context of the current user. While no patch exists for this issue so far, Microsoft says that they are currently working on a fix that could be released as an out-of-band security update, as it happened in September 2019. So the attackers who successfully exploit the security flaw can gain the same user permission as the user logged into the compromised Windows device. Okay, so there's an active zero-day vulnerability for Internet Explorer that has been released by Microsoft Advisory. As of now, there is no security patch available, but I think they may release the security patch very soon, probably maybe on the next patch Tuesday. But until then, they provided some active workarounds in their advisory, which I'll be posting in the description box with more details. And you can take a look at the details that I'll be posting on this vulnerability and how to actually go ahead and safeguard your network. So moving on to the next news, we have some news here regarding the different ransomwares that were identified this week. So this never ends; it just keeps coming on and on. So let's take a look at the ransomwares that were detected this week. So data exfiltration is still the big thing this week with Sorinokivi ransomware publishing stolen files of one of their victims for the first time, and empty planning on leaking stolen files as well. In addition, there is also reported that the wake on LAN feature to power on computers so that it can be encrypted. Finally, a new version of the Satan ransomware was released that utilizes Mimikatz and Eternal Blue, which is not commonly seen in ransomware samples. Other than it has been mostly new variants of existing ransomware and new ransomware families being released. So that's some interesting news here. So Sorinokivi ransomware publishes stolen data for the first time. Okay, so for the first time, the operators behind the Sorinokivi ransomware have released the file stolen from one of the victims because the ransom was not paid on time. Okay, then we have the new Creeper ransomware variant. So Amigo A found a new variant of the Creeper ransom that appends the .rag to HDST extension and drops a ransom note named decrypt_files.txt. Then we have the new Satan ransomware variant. Onion found a new variant of the Satan ransomware that appends the .5SS5C extension and continues to utilize Mimikatz and Eternal View. Then we have the NemT ransomware to start leaking non-paying victims' data. The NemT ransomware has outlined plans to create a blog that will be used to publish stolen data for ransomware victims who refuse to pay the ransom. Then we have the new Red Rum ransomware. Michael Gillespie found a new ransomware named Red Rum that appends the .grinch extension and uses a file marker of Happy NY 3.1. So that's Happy New Year 3.1, I believe. Then we have the Rook ransomware, which uses Wake on LAN to encrypt offline devices. So the Rook ransomware uses the Wake on LAN feature to turn on powered off devices on a compromised network to have greater success encrypting them. Then we have the new CO ransomware. It's a new ransomware called CO that appends the .co extension and drops a ransomware node named CO readme.txt. Then we have another ransomware which says that I believe it's called the 5SS5C ransomware. So it's nothing but the Satan ransomware has rebranded itself to 5SS5C ransomware. So that's some very interesting news about the list of ransomware that were identified this week. Moving on to the next news, we have a new US bill proposed that wants to assign state cybersecurity coordinators. So, 4 US senators have introduced a bipartisan bill that will require the Department of Homeland Security to appoint cybersecurity effort coordinators in every state to orchestrate cyber attack response and remediation efforts and to improve coordination between federal, state, and local entities. So, cybersecurity state coordinators will have to ensure that local, state, and federal entities collaborate and share resources during cybersecurity threat prevention and response processes, according to the bill by Senators Margaret Hassan, John Cronin, Rob Portman, and Gary Peters. So cyber attacks can be devastating for communities across the country, from ransomware attacks that can block access to school or medical records to cyber attacks that can shut down electrical grids or banking services. So that's some news. They've also released some responsibilities for the state coordinator cybersecurity responsibilities. I'll post more on this in the description box. You can have a look at this. And in some other news, we'll just see now how malware gains trust by abusing the Windows CryptoAPI flaw. So the new Windows CryptoAPI CVE 2020-060 and vulnerability disclosed by the National Security Agency can be abused by malware developers to sign their executables so that they appear to be from legitimate companies. So this creates trust in the program, which may cause the user to be more willing to execute them. So most of the coverage of these vulnerabilities illustrates how the vulnerability can be exploited to spoof certificates used for TLS connections to websites and perform MITM attacks. This is something that how malware is trying to gain trust by abusing the existing Windows CryptoAPI flaw. More of that in the description box. Moving on to the next news here. It's regarding some news from FBI. So FBI says state actors hacked US government networks with Pulse VPN flaw. So FBI said in a flash security alert that a nationwide actors have breached the networks of a US municipal government and a US financial entity by exploiting a critical vulnerability affecting Pulse secure VPN servers. The US Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Agency (CISA) previously alerted organizations on January 10, 2020 to pass their Pulse secure VPN servers against ongoing attacks trying to exploit the flaw tracked as CVE 2019-11510. So this bug enables unauthenticated remote attackers to send specially crafted URIs to connect to vulnerable servers and read sensitive files containing user credentials. These can later be used to take control of an organization system and more. So on an untouched system, the vulnerability allows people without valid usernames and password to remotely connect to the corporate network. The device is supposed to protect, turn off multi-factor authentication controls, remotely view logs and cache passwords in plain text, including Active Directory accounts and passwords. So that's some FBI flash news here. And finally, we have a news from Citrix regarding Citrix. Hackers are securing Citrix servers, backdoor them for access. So unknown threat actor is currently available for scanning for and securing vulnerable Citrix ADC servers against CV 2019-19-781 exploiting attempts while also backdooring them for future access. So the actor deploys a payload dubbed Netrobin by FireEye researchers who discovered this campaign and implant designed to clean the Citrix ADC appliances of malware strains known to target such devices and to mitigate the CVE 2019-19781 flaw to block subsequent exploitations. So, further exploitation has been blocked on secure devices. This actor may be quietly collecting access to NetScaler devices for a subsequent campaign. So that's some really interesting news about Citrix servers on how hackers are trying to secure the Citrix servers. Alright, so that's all for today in today's news episode. And you can take a look at all of these news items in detail in the description box and read through them and check if you need to get something fixed at your side in your IT infrastructure. So that's it for today, guys, and thank you for watching. Please stay connected to our channel and please do subscribe and stay cyber safe. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.